That's good with a Douglas assist. Bennett with it. He's against Williams. Shot by Bennett, no good.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Feeds to Oden. Here's Grant. Rebound by Stauskas.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Oden kicks to Douglas. That 3 off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Stauskas. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Not a lot of room. Misses the layup. To the inside. Here's Lucas. It's deflected. And they'll keep possession. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he can't get the first one.
Ronnie Turioff taking 2 shots.
So he comes up empty at the line. And John Lucas is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Williams dishes to Oden. He feeds it to Douglas. Back to Oden. The reverse. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 2. The dish now to Turioff. And Oden sends it back.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Grant kicks to Oden. Lucas with it. Oden picks him up. And Oden sends it back. Douglas for 3. And the shot is good. Douglas has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And the D really on its heels on that possession. Didn't know what to do.
Stauskas, the pass to Bennett. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Grant down low. Lucas is there. That's good.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
To the inside. Thomas with the block. Pass to Douglas. This one for 3. They get the rebound. No good with the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Free throw drops for Kid Gilchrist. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. West is checked in for Anthony Bennett. Elijah Millsap comes in for Cleanthony Early. Johnson, he's checked in for Stauskas. And it's Rozier in for Lucas. Here's Marjanovic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
And the first one at the line is good. And Kid Gilchrist drops them both. San Antonio trails by 9. West outside. Here's Rozier. Misses the 3.
Well, I think that was clearly a force. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kid Gilchrist dishes to AC, and he gets it to go.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Rozier fades. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Here's Farmar. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Baskonia up by 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
They've got Powell early out there with Williams. Then it's CDR, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Douglas Roberts against Johnson. And Douglas Roberts kicks to Williams. He drains the quick shot. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
For San Antonio, they've missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far. John Lucas is checked in for San Antonio. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Anthony Bennett.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
Johnson.
Inside. Here's Bennett. It's rebounded by Early.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Here's Powell, and it's blocked. Down low. Johnson can't hit.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Williams passes to Dinwiddie. They grab their own miss. Powell.
Dwight Powell.
And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
He kicks it to Douglas Roberts. Got a hand on it. 3-on-3. Johnson, a wide open look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Dinwiddie kicks to Early. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Early. Knocks down the three ball. Early's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
The pass to Powell. Here's Dinwiddie. The 11-footer. Second shot opportunity. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 6.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Jared Grant.
Here's Grant. And John Lucas is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Douglas dishes to Oden. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. San Antonio trails by 21. Lucas kicks to Johnson. Back to Lucas. No luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
To the paint. Wants to get it to Bennett and does. Right through the knee for the layup. Bennett's got his first basket. 50 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Grant kicks to Douglas. Oden passes to Grant. Douglas dishes to Oden. Shot clock at 6. Kid Gilchrist. Rebound San Antonio.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Got a hand on it.
Anthony Bennett.
First free throw is good.
At the line. Greg Oden. At the line.
Oden hits them both. Passes it to Bennett. Off with the layup.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Here's Oden. And taken away by Johnson. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Baskonia delivering the blowout. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Kid Gilchrist having a good one. He's got 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Well, you have to like what we're seeing from Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player. given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Stauskas is out there with John Lucas. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Anthony Bennett. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
That one is no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it. And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Grant, that's good.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Not good shot selection. Long range. Like that athletic ability there. And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean...